So hi again. I just thought I would do one more video here and just do it live, streaming. So I just wanted to do some more grammar with Norwegian pronouns, some of the personal and the possessive and the reflexive pronouns. So anyway, here is, I'm going to share the screen with you. See if I can find it here. Okay, this chart that I have here. Okay, so I'm assuming you can see this. So what I have here is just an overview over, in Norwegian as we call it, personlige, reflexive og eiendomspronomener. So that is what we call the personal, reflexive, and possessive pronouns. And as you can see here, we have subject, object, subject, object, eierformer, showing that you own something. Here's the genders, masculine, en. You have ei, which is feminine article, and then the et is the neuter article. So en is the masculine article, and flertal is the plural form. Okay, so if you look here, you can see ental. So we're first going to talk about singular, how you would do that. So you have, for the subject, of course, you have jeg, du, han, hun, or hun. For the object, you use meg, deg, ham, seg, henne, seg. And then when you're, for like, let me see, for showing, when you're using it with an object like a noun, you would say min for my, is on my car, min bil. And if it's your car, singular, be din bil. Hans is his car, hans bil. And then sin is actually something that shows possession as well, but I'm not going to get into with the sin, see, sit, sina right now, because you would only use sin, see, sit, sina with the object and not the subject. So that's a little bit of a different lesson. But we also have hennes and hennes, hennes and hennes. And then again here, the sin, see, sit, or sina. For the plural, flertal is plural. We have vi, which is a subject form. Okay, so you can see that there. We have dere, we have de, and then we have the object form of the plural, objekt, flertal, oss, dere, dem, seg. And here we go again with if something that is yours, vår, bil, our car, deres bil, their car, deres bil, their car again, or yes. So then we have vår, deres, si, vårt, deres, sitt, våre, deres, sina. Okay. So I just wanted you to notice here where we have, where we're using sin, si, sit, sina. Like I said before, they can only be used on the object, okay? They cannot be used on the subject. For example, if I was going to say, she is laying in her bed, because it's her bed, but it's used on the bed, which would be the object. And you can say, hun ligger I senga si, then you would use si. And I know this might be more confusing and helping, but so just to give you an example of that. And so just remember that sin, si, sit, sin, and then sin, si, sit, sina, and singular there. But also in plural, flertal, we have sin, si, sit, sina, and sai. I forgot the sai, but we also have that there. It can only be used on the object in the sentence. Let's see here if I can give you some examples. Maybe there we have some things here. So here we have, as I said, skriv svaren på egen hand i chatboxen, and now we're not doing that right now. But anyway, so here what we do is we're going to put in hans, hennes, deres, sin, si, sitt, eller sina. So just let me give you some examples here of how these are used, okay? So, okay, let me see here. So, number one. Herr og fru Bakke viser Krokstad gården. So there, Mr. and Mrs. Bakke show Krokstad their farm. So I want to put in the blank here so that it shows that it's their farm. I would put down deres, because it's not Krokstad's farm. Sorry about that. It is Herr and Fru Bakke's farm. So to show that it's their farm, I would put down deres. So the sentence would be Herr and Fru Bakke viser Krokstad gården deres. Now, if it was Krokstad's farm, I would say Krokstad gården sin. Okay. Oh, just a minute here. I just want to make sure I told you the right thing. Herr Fru Bakke viser Krokstad gården sin. Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? It would be gården sin, because it's Bakke's gården. They're showing him their farm. Okay, so it's not Krokstad's gård, but it's Herr Fru Bakke's gård. So it would be sin there, and it has to go with the masculine form, because gård, as you can see it ending en, is masculine, so then I would pick sin. Okay, now we have number two. Krokstad besöker gården, Bakkes gård. Okay, so here, Krokstad is the subject. It is still Bakke's farm. He visits their farm. So there, instead, it's not his farm, and it goes to the object, gården. So there it would be Krokstad besöker gården deres. And the reason is because we're not mentioning Bakke in here, the family Bakke. We're just mentioning Krokstad. He is a subject, and I cannot use sin on the subject. I can only use it on the object, and which is Bakke. So it would be gården deres, indicating that it's Bakkes gård. Okay, number tre. Torlev på værelse og leser boka. Okay, so this is Torlev's room. He is on his room and he's reading his book. And Torlev is a person who owns both the room and he owns the book. And the room and the book are the object here. So there you can use sin, si, sitt, sina, because it's the object. Okay, so he's the one owning it. So I would want to use one of those. And because værelse is neuter, we can tell by the et ending there. So then it would be sitt. Torlev på værelse sitt og leser boka. Now boka is feminine, and we can tell by the a ending. So then we would use boka si. So the sentence would be Torlev på værelse sitt og leser boka si. Okay, number fire. Siri på kjøkkenet og snakker med moren. Okay, so the translator Siri is in the kitchen and talking with her mother. So it's Siri's mother. And so if you look at this, moren is the object, and it's Siri's mother. So here we can use sin, sitt, eller sina, but because it's moren, it's mother is actually a feminine word, but a lot of times the feminine words have taken the masculine article. So in this case, it has an en at the end, so we'll do the masculine pronoun, which would be sin. So the right one to this number 4 is Siri på kjøkkenet og snakker med moren sin. Okay, number 5. Mette på værelse. Værelse i andre etasje. So this is Mette. She is in her room. The room is on the second floor. So it is her room. So here we have the subject. Mette is the subject. Værelse is the object, and it's owned by Mette. So it would be either seen, see, sit in this blank space, because værelse, and you can see it by the ending, et ending, is neuter. You would use sit. Mette er på værelse, sit. So let's look at the next sentence. Værelse. Now, this is Mette's værelse, but this is værelse, the room, is the subject. So you can't use sin, see, sit, sine with the subject. So you would have to use either hans, hennes, deres. But since Mette is a girl, we would use hennes. Okay, værelse hennes er i andre etasje. So her room is on the second floor. Okay, number six. Familien Bakke liker seg på landet i huset. Okay, Krokstad liker huset. Okay, so it's Bakkes hus we're talking about here. Okay. Familien Bakke liker seg på landet i huset. So the family Bakke like it in the country, in their house. So let's look at this. It's their house, and it's the object here, because familien Bakke is the subject, hus is the object. So here we can use sin, si, sit, one of those three, but hus is neuter, so then we would have to use sit. So the right thing to put there would be familien Bakke liker seg på landet i huset sitt. And the last one, Krokstad liker huset. So Krokstad likes the house to Bakke. Now Krokstad is the subject, so we can't use sin, si, eller sitter because it can't be used to the subject. So we have to say that it's Bakkes hus. So we'd have to use, and it's plural, so we'd have to say deres. Krokstad liker huset deres. So yeah, hopefully that helps there. So I'm gonna get back to where I am here. So yeah, if doesn't, yeah, anyway, hopefully that helps, and we will see you next time. Have a good evening. Take care. Bye.